Let's talk about it, folks. Let's talk about it. We got some upcoming fights coming up. We got the Mayweather and Mr. Robert Ghost Carrera fighting. We got the Austin Trout and Mr. Mexico, Mr. Canelo. Let's go ahead and talk about Mr. Mayweather and Robert the Ghost. We all know that Mayweather is an Olympic gold medalist. Keep in mind that he won the gold medal with flying colors, y'all. This guy is a legitimate student of the game, legitimate champion. Don't hate. Also, we got Mr. Robert Guerrero, 17 years in the game, going against, calling out Mayweather for the longest. Now he got the raw dog. So let me touch points on how that fight may go, my prediction of the fight, and then I'm going to touch points on Austin Trout and Mr. Mexico, Canelo Alvarez. Starting off with Mr. Mayweather on May 4th, Cinco de Mayo, the Independence Day of Mexico. We will be fighting Mr. Robert Guerrero with definitely a packed undercard, Ramirez, Felix, De Leon. But touching points on that, if you don't know boxing, obviously it's going to be a competitive fight. Sooner or later, Mayweather's going to figure him out, outpoint him. Keep in mind he just got out of prison for 1 year. He had time. That dude had time to think about his life. Also sharpen his skills. Although he may put on his marketing performance outside the ring, you got to understand that man is a man of a work of art. There's no doubt about that. You seen Ortiz, you seen Cotto. Come on, man. No question that you shouldn't have doubt in this dude. That's where your money should be if you're smart. Definitely a student of the game, and I've definitely been watching Mayweather for a long time. Come May 4th, Robert Guerrero, Money Mayweather. I see that fight not lasting too long. I see Robert quitting actually, because he's fighting a real deal, like he told you, the raw dog. He's gonna outpoint him. He's already in shape. He's gonna be super shape when he gets there on May 4th. Like I said, if you go back to my videos, Mr. Kev, subscribe please. You see that I tell you the only man that can beat Floyd Money Mayweather is Adrian Bonner. At this time he can't beat him, but once he turns and polishes his skills, 2 years from now, if he calls out Mayweather, that's the only person who could beat Mayweather. So if you don't understand that, you need to take notes. The only person who could beat Mayweather is Adrian Bonner. But touching points on this Cinco de Mayo fight, this is going to be easy work, just like he told you. He's going to outpoint him and just pretty much demolish him. So that's my prediction for that Cinco de Mayo fight. Another $35 million in the bank account. Might as well rack it up. So it's no question about that. Please subscribe to my things. I definitely keep it real. Now to touch points on Canelo Alvarez and also Mr. Austin Trout. This is definitely not a biased opinion or a prediction. If you look at my videos, I definitely give you the outcome of how Pacquiao was going to lose against Juan Marquez. That is one of the best Mexican fighters. He definitely has skills, technique, and he has good footwork. But again, he still can't beat Mayweather. So that's definitely one of the greatest of boxing. So if you're upcoming boxing, looking at my videos, definitely take notes of Mayweather's footwork, his work ethic, his work ratchet, his marketing. Also, underwear, you don't never put down a dude like that. You take notes and try to follow his footsteps, because definitely he's paving the way for yourself. So get that right. Your boy is from California, so most of them don't know, pretty much know their history. But Mayweather, he surrounded himself with his people, so definitely we are a lost cause in this America. So definitely take notes of that dude, because he definitely one of the last of the dying breeds as far as that's going to be said. Uh, Now it's touching base on this Austin Trout and Sal Canelo Alvarez. To my Spanish folks out there, if you know boxing, you should know Austin Trout has good footwork. He has a good reach. He knows how to stick and move his head. Pretty much the skills of boxing to be successful in boxing. Now, my prediction on that fight, it is going to be a packed house. I did hear that the tickets were going for $10. I don't know why. If you're in boxing and trying to be a prize fighter, why would the tickets be $10? Because you're trying to set up a fight to steal a fight from Money Mayweather, which is not going to happen. He still is going to outpoint him at the end of the day. I don't even see that kid lasting with Mayweather. But this is a step up for your boy Sal Canelo Alvarez, because he hasn't fought anybody. He fought an old Mosley. He fought some other non-name fighters from Britain. I believe he fought Mr. Hatton's brother. He hasn't fought nobody, dude. So, come, I believe his fight's in what, April? I believe it's after Cinco de Mayo, because Mayweather didn't want to put him on a card for some reason. So, come Austin Trout and Canelo Alvarez get in the ring. If he don't get robbed, he will outpoint Canelo Alvarez. Has better footwork. It's not all about power. It's all about boxing skills. If you think it's all about power, take yourself to MMA or UFC, because that's definitely not the business. This is all about skills, technique, and if you're gifted, at the same time you're able to go ahead and take that person out. But all these boxers have put in their work in amateurs, and this is the real deal. This is now no joke, folks. Keep in mind that Austin Trout already beat Canelo brother in Mexico. So come that fight, I see Austin Trout outpointing him and making a major upset. And which really is not really an upset, because this is to be his true definition of a good fight. Finally, I never watched really Canelo Alvarez, but I did see him fight old Shane Mosley, who Pacquiao knocked down, who's all offense. Now this you talking about this dude that has no type of flash, is all type of combination. He's only a combination puncher, pretty much one-dimensional. Is gonna beat Austin Trout, who's a true legitimate boxer, who just beat Cotto, who you may say is out the door. Gotta stop being biased, people. This is all about keeping it real. Come that fight, Austin Trout will be having his hand raised. I see him outboxing him, using his footwork, sticking the jab, keeping his distance, getting off early in the fight. I see it about 118 to 110. That's my card prediction. 118 to 110. Austin Trout's the champion. Austin Trout can fight Mayweather from there, but he will get outpointed also, because he's a good boxer. But he has a fighting chance better than Robert Guerrero. But let me say that. But I see Mayweather winning that if he was to fight Austin Trout. But Canelo has no chance unless he gets robbed. He is with Golden Boy. They do want to keep their great asset, this because it's basically based off of money. So when a promoter juices a boxer, the promoter gets the most money. When a person is not really self-employed, doesn't have really true definition marketing of the game. So come that fight, if Austin Trout doesn't get robbed, Austin Trout will win the fight. Please subscribe, Mr. Holmes, Mr. Kevy. That's me. Keep it 100, folks.